I just don't believe this is the first time Reverend Carpenter has done this. I mean, it stands to reason that this is a pattern with him.
Well, isn't it always that way with these kinds of people?
I mean, who knows how many boys he's approached before Billy.
Mr. and Mrs. Douglas, Mrs. McNamara.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I have plans for dinner, and I certainly wouldn't want anything to spoil my appetite.
Mr. and Mrs. Douglas, I spoke with Bishop McBain. Now, obviously, there's been a very serious misunderstanding, and I'm very eager to work this out before any more damage is done.
Well, see, you are the one that did the damage, Reverend. Now, you make a personal choice, that's fine. That's between you, your conscience, and your Lord. But not knowing the boundaries of decency and responsibility, as far as I'm concerned, that goes beyond you and God. Now, my son is going to be here in a few minutes, and I don't want you here when he arrives. He's been through enough already.
Well, I think we'd all be better served if I stay. Thank you.
Sir, are clearly not understanding me.
No, I understand you perfectly, Mr. Douglas, but if these accusations are coming from Billy, I would like to hear them from him.
You only want to intimidate him.
Is that what you really think?
Well, what am I supposed to think? He's an impressionable young boy.
Mrs. Douglas, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what's going on here.
Well, we would like to get to the bottom as well.
My only point is that I deserve to hear these accusations at the source. Now, perhaps you're right. This isn't the time or place to talk about it, but we will talk soon. You can count on that. And if you'll excuse me. Hey, Billy. Billy, do you know what they're accusing me of?
I'm sorry.
Do you know how my name got put into this thing? Billy, did you by any chance tell your parents that you were gay?
I haven't told them anything.
Must have told them something because...
Did you say anything to them?
I wouldn't do that. I couldn't anyway. I'm your minister. Anything you say to me is in confidence. But Billy, your parents have got it into their head that I made advances on you, that I tried to seduce you. Bill, you gotta work with me. You gotta give me something here, because I'm getting shelled from all sides, and I don't have a clue how this got started.
Look, I didn't say anything. I don't even know where they're getting this. Everybody's putting words in my mouth. You think I'd bring this up to them? I don't know what to do, Andrew.
Okay. I believe you. Billy, no matter what's happening, I'm your minister. And I'm gonna help you. I'll do whatever I can to help, and I'll support you till you make peace with these feelings that you have, and you don't have to do anything.
Hey! You get away from him! You don't touch him! You gotta...
He didn't do anything! He never did anything!
What are you, threatening him now?
Daddy's not threatening me! I don't know what you're getting...
Billy, I do not expect a young man to understand what somebody like this is trying to do to you. But you tell me
what kind of counseling could you have gone to the Reverend Carpenter for in the first place that would make him want to put his hands on you? I mean, what could have made you so upset that he'd have to comfort you?
You can't come to us first? For God's sake, we're your parents. You can't talk to us? Come on, talk to me. Now, see, you did this. You lured him in, you brought him to the rectory, you convinced him that he didn't have any control over his life, and then you tried... Now Billy is ashamed because he got conned by a deviant like you? Now look! Look, a minister is supposed to be a role model. Do you understand? He's supposed to be somebody that people can come to for help, people can look up to, particularly young people. Well, I will not have my son fall under the corrupt influence of a practicing homosexual. And if you want to know the truth, I think if the other members of the congregation found out about it, they'd feel the same way too.
He's not here.
You have any decency, you will hang up your collar and you will get the hell out of town. Billy, I want to know where you got this crazy idea.
It's not a crazy idea, Dad. It's a fact. I'm gay.
No, you mean somebody has made you think you're gay, and we both know who that is. It's Andrew Carpenter.
Andrew's got nothing to do with
No, and his so-called counseling sessions.
Dad, please. Please don't make this any harder than it already is.
I didn't bring this up. You brought it up, and for the life of me, I don't know why.
Because I can't go on hiding who I am anymore. I'm gay. And I need you to understand that, Dad.
How am I supposed to understand something that is not possible? You are talking nonsense. You aren't gay. You can't be. Do you understand?
Dad?
What?
See, this is exactly what I was afraid of. I was afraid that I'd finally get up the guts to tell you. I mean, this isn't easy, Dad. But okay, so I'd finally tell you, and then you get like this. You wouldn't talk to me, and you get that look.
What look?
Like I was trying to hurt you on purpose.
I know that that's not what you're trying to do. You're all messed up, and sometimes that makes it hard to see the effect you're having on other people. No, what does hurt me is the fact that Andrew Carpenter has poured all this junk into your head.
Dad, Andrew hasn't poured
Yeah, well,
anything
then you tell me why. You tell me why. Ever since you started hanging out at Andrew's community center, you have been in trouble.
I was in trouble long before that.
Oh, yeah? Yeah? You were pulling these childish stunts. You were burning yourself with fireworks. You were going to emergency rooms with alcohol poisoning. No. See, none of this happened until you hooked up with the good Reverend.
That's because I was hiding everything.
Oh, I see. So you've always wanted to be a vandal and a drunkard.
Dad, no. But I always wanted to be myself.
And now you've discovered that the real you is a queer.
That's what you want to call it.
Well, I mean, what does Carpenter call it, huh? Since he's the one who decided you were queer.
Dad, all he did was listen to me. And when he did listen, I realized that it felt better to tell the truth than to go on hiding.
What else did he make you realize? That it's perfectly okay for... You know, if that man touched one hair
Dad,
on your head...
he isn't gay. I am. And I guess I knew that would hurt you. That's why I went to Andrew instead of you. I had to tell someone. I felt like I was gonna explode, Dad.
Billy, there are times in everybody's life where you have feelings, you don't know what to do with. That does not mean you're gay. Now, you explained all this stuff to Carpenter, and he told you, yes, it means you're gay, and that's cool. Well, let me tell you something. It is not cool, and it is not right for a man like Carpenter to give you that kind of advice. I mean, God knows what effect he'd have on boys younger than you. And that's why he has got to be removed from his pulpit and removed from our lives. And that's exactly what I'm going to tell Clarkson's committee.
What committee?
It's a committee to gather evidence to bring to the bishop.
That gossip and rumors are not evidence.
I am talking cold, hard fact. I am talking exactly what kind of a man is Andrew Carpenter. Drink.
Dad, if I wasn't gay, deep inside of me, if I wasn't gay, could anyone really talk me into believing I was? Like, I'd really want to believe I was. I mean, given the way you feel about homosexuals, I mean...
Billy, I don't believe you even know what homosexual means.
Oh, I know a lot more than you'd like to believe, Dad.
What the hell does that mean?
It means don't tell me I don't know who I am or what I am.
What on earth is going on with you two?
Well, it seems like your good buddy, Reverend Carpenter, has brainwashed our son into thinking that he's gay.
Oh, my God, then it is what I thought.
Would somebody listen to me?
We are listening, Billy.
Then why don't you hear what I'm saying? Nobody brainwashed me or corrupted me or seduced me or infected me. I have these feelings, yes. But nobody put them in my head. They've always been there. They've been there for years. But everywhere I turned, the movies, TV, you, I I was told these feelings were sick, so I had to keep them in hiding. And this was long before I ever met Andrew Carpenter. This was even before we moved to Lambview. I kept saying I can't be gay, but I knew I was. And it hurts so much to go on lying to you, to my friends, but most of all to myself. I guess that's why I was drinking and getting in trouble and doing all that stuff. I wanted the hurt to stop. And I knew if I told you, you'd react this way. That's why I went to Andrew. Not because he's gay, he's not. But because I thought he'd listen to me without judging me.
No one's judging you.
Then why do you both look like I've just confessed to some terrible crime?
Because we're worried about you. That maybe gays aren't sick, but they have to deal with a lot of hatred and
Is that my
prejudice.
fault?
Of course not, Billy. But why would we want you to lead this kind of life? I mean, if you had a choice.
But I don't have a choice. This is how I am.
But how can you be sure? You're so young. You're still discovering who you are. Young boys often experiment with lots of things, like alcohol, when you try to drink.
More than one, Mom.
But that doesn't mean that you're an alcoholic.
What's the point here, Virginia? Are you suggesting that Billy's been doing a little fooling around?
I don't know.
Well, I do. I may be in the dark about a few things, but I think I would know if my son had a homosexual encounter.
Would you know? How would you know? Would I glow in the dark? Would my nose fall off? Is that how you know, Dad?
No, I would be afraid of you. That's how I'd know. Now, you haven't done anything wrong, not yet. This is all in your mind, and
That's what you think.
Please, could we please continue this very private discussion at home?
No, we're not leaving here until we hash this thing out.
Here, look at my wallet.
What for?
Take it. Look at the pictures. Look in there. You'll see a picture of you and Mom, maybe a picture of me and Mom, a picture of the cat. You see anything missing? You notice anything different? You know, like maybe there aren't any pictures of girls in there?
Okay, so you don't have a girlfriend at the
Didn't that ever make you wonder?
I don't think I went steady till I was in college.
Oh, and of course I'm exactly like you, so I must be straight.
Walter, maybe we should stop arguing with Billy and just try to listen.
Do you have any idea why I'm so angry? All of your life, I have tried to protect you from harm, and now you make me feel so helpless because you've scared yourself into thinking you're some kind of pervert.
Why did I ever even bother to tell you? You know something, Dad? It's not me I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid of who I am. I'm afraid of you.
Billy!
No, Virginia!
Walter! Walter, I think he's telling us the truth.
If it is the truth, let him go. Let him go as far away as he can. And I pray he doesn't come back.
Walter, I know how upset you are. I am too.
Yeah? This came as a big surprise to you, huh?
Well, of course.
Yeah? Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'm gay. Oh, how about that? Why didn't you pick up any ideas? Huh? Didn't he leave enough clues around? Like, you know, he hasn't got any pictures of girls in his wallet.
Walter, please don't let him wander off into the night.
Let me see. Let me see. Oh, gosh. Gosh, I don't seem to have any pictures of girls in my wallet either. No, here we are. Here you are with our boy Bill, age what, about 3?
Walter, he's afraid. He's scared. He needs our help. He must have been so lonely for such a long time.
He's lonely?
That's probably what